Good morning everyone, and welcome to Friday's live stream with myself and Azra. Well, we've made it till Friday, so that's positive, isn't it? We are doing our normal stroll this morning. It's very, very mild again this morning, which is beginning to concern me a little bit for these tortoises going away towards the end. Well, not this weekend, next weekend they're set to go away. And that really is the last time, the last opportunity we've got before we go away, the following sort of weekend. So just got to keep fingers crossed from that point of view, that these nights do, start getting cooler. I mean, we even left them out last night, so you've got to be very careful at the minute with these tortoises. As I say, pretty mild, I think about 10-11 degrees this morning, so it is fairly tropical for mid-October, to be honest. Mid-October, yeah, well, I'll say middle-ish October. So what's everyone up to today? Is it a work day, a leisure day? Are you on holiday? Where are you watching from? What time is it where you are? All the normal things we like to ask. Do make sure you interact. It does help the channel, helps the conversation, so please feel free. As I say, we are heading towards the other end of the village and then back round over the fields and then back home, so hopefully you'll join us for that. We've had a very busy week with interaction, speaking to people from all corners of the globe, which has been great. And not only that, lots of subscribers this week. It's been a fantastic, fantastic week for the channel. I can't thank you guys enough for that. Joe, you feel out of breath, and it's not because I'm unfit, it's just because it's so mild. I've sort of put on probably one more lad than I needed to be honest with you. Anyway, we'll manage. So, yesterday was a reasonably calm day. Work-wise, it was all got done. No real dramas, which is always nice. We like an uneventful drama less day. I think that's the best phrase to use, isn't it? That's how we roll. Today is a Friday, so things usually go wrong on a Friday. We'll wait and see on that. But it looks like a reasonably calm day. And then it's the weekend. Normal routine in the morning, although James has got to get up early because he's got to have his hair cut tomorrow as well. So that'll probably be a nightmare in the morning getting him out of bed. And then he's got a cup match tomorrow, which is going to be a bit bitter. There was a little bit of afters after the match last week. I won't bore you with it all, but suffice to say, I think it's going to be a bit needle tomorrow. So we'll see. We'll see. It's the same team that played in the league last week that were beat 4-1. That we're playing in the cup tomorrow, but at their place tomorrow, so they're going to be right up for it, aren't they? Right, come on, Azra. Come on. Anyway, and then really the weekend, yeah, quite uneventful, I think, really. My brother is home from Malta, as I've mentioned a couple of times this week, so we're going to be meeting up with him a couple of times. Once for dinner tomorrow night, and then I think breakfast on Sunday. So yeah, it's I did think about going to Costco on Sunday because Julie's taking James fishing again. Well, she's not actually doing anything, she just has to be there. Hopefully that's only for a few more goes, a few more times. I think she quite likes being up there, it's quite relaxing. Is Azra going early this morning? It looks like she is thinking about it. Yeah, she's going to go. Right, guys, just give me a few moments while she does what she's got to do, and I'll be straight back. I am here. Azra. Right, come on. Azra, come on. Good girl. Path. Good girl. Okay, so we are now heading towards the crossroads where, as I've said before, you can go back into the village, left towards Cambridge and Royston, or straight on to carry on through the village, which is obviously what we are going to do. There we go. I've got the picture back now, rather than looking at my ugly mug. If you are new to the channel, welcome. Thanks for joining in. We do this every morning, sometimes a bit later than this, but during the week we have to be out early due to work commitments. So we have to create our own artificial light, as well as the street lights. I think if it continues to be a quiet morning, viewers wise, we'll probably sort of wrap this up quite shortly, purely and simply. It's not much fun doing it essentially to yourself. A few more people coming on, so we'll keep going for now. So we're heading now along Orchard Road, which will take us past the Black Horse pub, and then we will then make our turn back towards the high street and then round towards the fields. I was watching one of my followers' vlogs last night, and last Saturday they were in Florida, and they put something out that they weren't going to be doing much sort of interaction that day, considering it was said person's birthday. I thought it would be very strange, sort of the message that had gone out, and they said they'd had some sad news. And I sort of thought, oh goodness, is it, one of their parents, or, and then I just sort of thought to myself that they don't talk about their parents that much, which is obviously completely their prerogative. Good morning to, what's that, D&Bs. I did realise I had an old dog, and I said to Julia, I bet you it's the dog. And usually their dog stays at home and they sort of have house sitters from what they've said. But on this occasion the dog went into the kennels, which apparently he loved, which I know Azra and Ralph, they absolutely love the kennels as well when they go in there. But apparently one morning they came to feed the dog and he was found curled up, and he passed away in his sleep, which is a nice way to go. But obviously very upsetting and traumatising, when you're abroad, to lose a pet, a human being, whatever. And, as I said, a pet is like an extension to your family, like a child is. And, it's tough. it is tough, and it hits home because we've obviously, if anyone's had pets, they've probably been through it, so you sort of get it. And how they carried on doing a vlog when they were both visually upset, I'll never know, because it just, people, although they sort of say people, you know, follow their lives, and of course they do, and of course you know, you could probably put something out on Facebook just saying what happened, but to do a vlog, that's powerful, I think, and you know, fair dues to them for doing it. You know, because it's just a very upsetting time. I mean, he was 14, this dog, so that's a good old age for a dog, but he did look quite old last time, sort of, he was on one of their vlogs, so yeah. Anyway, I just thought I would mention that, because obviously being an animal lover and you seeing Azra every morning, I thought I'd just share that with you. You know, it is a pretty powerful thing, having a pet, a child, and as I say, it's an extension to your family, so yeah. Okay, so we are now getting towards where we make the turn. Where we make the turn to go back towards the high street, and then onto Dolphin Lane, and then over to the fields. If you've been with me before, you will know exactly where we're heading. If you haven't, welcome. It's a fairly quiet morning for viewing this morning, so as I say, if it doesn't pick up, probably by the time we get to the high street, I think we're probably going to wrap it up for today, which is fine. Also, we've had a fantastically busy week with subscribers, so I can't really moan about one morning's viewing figures. But usually Monday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I will say, is quite a busy 4 days for the channel with the lives. Obviously, people are getting their beauty sleep this morning, which I don't blame them. I wish I could as well. Before I come out this morning, I got up at 4:30. I hung a wash up, put another wash on, unloaded the dishwasher, reloaded that, all in half an hour before we came out. So you can see, I've been a busy bee this morning, guys. Then we come out to get our exercise as well. Where's everyone watching from today? Are you in the UK? Are you abroad? As I said earlier, we've been speaking to people from all around the world this week on our morning strolls, which has been great. But as I say, with pretty low figures, it is difficult, to be honest, without a lot of interaction. Anyway, we'll keep going for a little while to see how we get on. So we're now heading onto the high street, where we will cross over, and then that'll put us on the right side for the fields. Here we go. If you don't want to listen to me, guys, just put it on mute. You can enjoy the lovely country walk that we're doing. Oh, that was lucky. Yes. Well done, Azra, for not chasing that. There was a cat right there, literally right there. If you are new to the channel, do make sure you like and subscribe, hit the old bell. We do this most mornings. We're going to Disney in a couple 2 weeks today. I'm right now. 2 weeks today, we will be at the St Pancras train Eurostar terminal in London, getting ready to go to Euro Disney for a few days. So we're especially looking forward to that. Worked out well because James has got a inset day or occasional day, whatever they call it nowadays. So we've been very lucky that we can use that Friday, and hopefully the kids are on at school in France, so it might be reasonably quiet on the Friday. The plan is to go to Hollywood Studios on the Friday when we arrive. Try and get some of the bigger rides done in there, and then we'll have an all-dayer at Magic Kingdom on the Saturday, and then, as I say, we'll see how it flows on Sunday and go from there, really. Whatever the scenario, both full days that we're there, we'll be doing rope drop. So they're going to be long days. 8 o'clock is the magic hour. Cobweb there. Yeah, 8 o'clock is the magic hours. And obviously the fireworks are at 10 p.m. Obviously. So that is going to be a long old day. You know, people go back to the hotels, and I can't see the point, you know, unless the weather's absolutely foul, to do that, really. And when you're there for a sort of a short period as well, you've got to sort of try and pack it in as much as you can. So I still haven't really seen James sort of looking at any of the rides. I mean, he just keeps on saying, I want to go on the big one, so that's fair enough, isn't it? Well, you know, we all know, if you've done any research on Disney, what the big ones are. So we will set our stall out to do those first, and then everything else after that really is a bonus. I would like to get myself a lightsaber whilst we're there as well. Saber. Just in case you didn't hear me, a lightsaber. Come on, Azra. To make your own one there, they're not great, so I've actually seen they actually sell proper ones. They're a lot more money, and maybe when I get there and I see them, I might just sort of think, oh, maybe not, but I quite like the look of it. And even though we're doing America next year and the year after, we're not going to be doing Disney, purely and simply because we're doing Magic Kingdom and Hollywood Studios in Paris, and I do think James is of an age now where he hasn't got that Disney magic, and he'd rather to go for the bigger rides, which is obviously the Universal parks and the SeaWorld parks. So from that point of view, I think we'll probably be going to those. Julie and I are actually going to Orlando next year for our 20-year wedding anniversary, and we've booked Discovery Cove and paid, I think, about 30 quid more, and you get the Aquatica and SeaWorld tickets thrown in. Come on, Azra, lead on. And come on, Azra. Good girl. As such, I think that's probably meaning that we're going to do one day at SeaWorld, one day in Aquatica, and obviously the Discovery Cove day. So we're going to get a good idea of what's at SeaWorld next year in preparation for the following year, which at that point will only be 8-9 months away. Yeah, because we're going in July as soon as James finishes his GCSEs the following year. Come on, Azra. Come on, Azra, good girl. Anyway, that's a long way in the future. Euro Disney is very fast approaching, 2 weeks away. Come on, good girl. So yeah, we will start getting ready for that over the next week or so. The next weekend, as I've already said, the tortoises have got to go away, so that straight away takes up a lot of your Sunday. So yeah, Right, guys, I think we're going to call this a day. It's been a bit of a struggle this morning with numbers, so we'll call it a day.